never forget. Delight in fierce tournament play as the best gamers in the world battle for global supremacy. Catch developer panels and learn insider secrets. Plus, interact with us on the air. Enthusiasm and excitement reign supreme at the Mecca for dedicated gamers worldwide. We're glad you've joined us and Blizzard players from around the world as we make gaming history. The world's most passionate gamers have all come together in Anaheim, California. The big day is here. Anticipation is high as we get set for this extraordinary television event. It's BlizzCon 2009, live on DirecTV.
BlizzCon Day 2 starts right now in high definition here on DirecTV and also live streaming on the internet. We've got a lot of excitement happening. The fans are here. Everyone last night was celebrating all things Blizzard. There was the costume contest, the dance contest, the machinima contest, and of course, all the amazing Blizzard games here at the Anaheim Convention Center. 26,000 hardcore fans are playing all the latest versions of the brand new Blizzard games, including Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, Cataclysm, the brand new expansion pack that was announced yesterday, and StarCraft 2. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley here for Day 2 of BlizzCon Live on DirecTV, along with Kat Hunter. We are so excited to be back with you guys here for another day of exciting news from Blizzard. Yesterday, big announcements with the brand new World of Warcraft expansion pack, and also a news of a brand new Diablo 3 class, the Monk Cat. But today, there's going to be even more breaking news, right?
There is. I think that we've definitely have most of the announcements yesterday, but they still have a couple in store for us later.
All right, well, there are going to be some big surprises later on today, I think, and Ozzy Osbourne live in concert tonight. We'll show that to you on DirecTV. But one thing that we showed you last night was the dance contest, and you're probably wondering who won that contest. Well, we have those results for you right now, so let's go to Jay Moore as he announced the winners last night at the dance contest. So let's take a look now at some of the great dances that people did. We've got this girl. We saw some of these, right, Kat?
Yeah, we did. That girl was a hit for sure.
They're all dancing away. Now, some people do these human dances. Some people do them in costume. Some people just do them themselves. And we've got all these guys dancing away, having fun.
He was my favorite.
But people are wondering who won, so let's hear who the winners were last night.
Third place, round of applause, Alexander Locke. Congratulations, my friend. You're welcome. Second place, Lord?
Second place, Audrey Wright, the human female.
Audrey? From Miami? No, you weren't from Miami. Austin. Sorry. Second place, congratulations. Who is our grand prize winner?
James Griffin, the dwarf female.
That guy was awesome. That guy was awesome. All right, in order, you're the winner, my man.
Mr. Riverdance wins it at BlizzCon 2009. It was a great dance contest last night, and now we are back here at DirecTV Central and joined by the man who puts this all together, Mike, the CEO and co-founder of Blizzard. Mike, how was day one for you at BlizzCon?
Day one was awesome.
Now, you had some amazing contests last night, the dance contest, sound alike, machinima. What was your favorite moment from the contest last night?
You know, I love seeing all the cosplayers. Yep. I thought we had some great costumes last night. Dance contest is always a lot of fun. But Jay Moore was really funny.
He was really funny last night. I thought so too.
He had some really quick responses, you know.
Yep.
Guido and Tony.
They did.
Exactly.
Tony was good.
Yeah, no, it was
I think
awesome.
one of my favorite moments, though, was when the voice of God came in and said, Jay, it's God. I figured it out. We're going to run a clip and come back later.
Yeah, well, it was great, and obviously, you know, the costume contest was phenomenal, as you mentioned. You know, just amazing the creativity of these fans and how, you know, people put these things together. Although last year, the winner was the mechanized float, the girl with the wheelchair. I was thinking she was going to come back with something mechanized this year.
I was expecting something too.
Didn't happen, I guess. But
was she back this year? We couldn't figure that out.
I don't know.
Oh, well.
But it was still amazing to see the creativity of all the fans. Now, one of the other big things that happened yesterday was fans actually got to go hands-on with Diablo 3, the brand new Monk class, World of Warcraft Cataclysm, and StarCraft 2 campaign. You know, that's really important for you guys at Blizzard to see the fan reaction. So what were you hearing from the fans? What did the fans think of the games when they got to go hands-on?
All I've been hearing is really positive response from everything. You know, I've been talking to people who've gotten back in line 3 times yesterday to continue playing like the Diablo 3 demo.
Fantastic.
And there was another big announcement yesterday that came later in the day from Rob Pardo, and that was on the Battle.net developments that are happening. And I didn't realize 12 million people have registered on Battle.net.
Well, actually, quite a lot more than that have registered. Those are just the active people.
That's incredible. That's, I mean, everyone always talks about the WoW numbers, and here you have this other thing in your pocket that's Battle.net.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And so you're basically developing a complete online community gaming experience. Can you tell us a little bit about that from your perspective?
Well, you know, when you think about the way that players interact, even in World of Warcraft, it's very fragmented.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're able to communicate with your guild and the people on your realm.
Right.
But even if you cross faction, you're really not able to communicate anymore unless you do something outside the game.
Right.
And I think Battle.net's really going to help bridge that. So you'll be able to stay in touch with your friends, really no matter you know, where you're playing, what realm you're playing on World of Warcraft, or even if you're playing other Blizzard games.
Makes sense. And one of the things I thought that was most impressive was the idea of mini tournaments and ladders. There's going to be 100 people in each group. Is that how it's set up?
Yeah. You know, we're sort of thinking of it like, think about, you know, your local softball league.
Right,
you know,
right.
when you enter your team in the C League in Irvine, you're not competing against all the other softball teams in the world, because that just wouldn't be any fun.
Right.
But if you get a smaller group of teams playing that are about the same level, then it's fun for everyone, and we're trying to recreate that.
That makes sense.
Now, we also have some questions for you from Twitter, Mike. I know Blizzard has Twitter accounts at Diablo, at Warcraft, and at StarCraft. We also have accounts where you guys can send us questions. We're going to ask some questions right now to you. So let's go right now to one question. This is at Jeff Keeley. You can send me questions. And this one is there any outside chance of a simple LAN coming in StarCraft 2? I know there's been a lot of debate about how StarCraft 2 may not have LAN play. And can you explain a little bit about why you made that decision and what might happen in the future?
You know, we're really integrating Battle.net into StarCraft 2 in a way that we've really never done before in our Blizzard games. So we're thinking about this as an always connected experience. And in order to do that, you really need everybody always to be connected. And so at this point, we're not planning for LAN support.
Even though there are petitions online.
We're aware of the petitions.
Have they been sent directly to your home yet?
Don't give them any ideas, Kat.
All right, no problem.
Now let's go to another Twitter question that folks have been asking here. Lots of responses for you. A lot of people asking what's going on with World of Warcraft Cataclysm. I think people are wondering, Cataclysm, this world event, how is it going to impact the game going forward? Are we going to see that sort of, you know, rolled out in patches, or is it all going to wait until the expansion pack comes out? How are you guys going to go about changing the world?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to let the developers roll that out, that information out in a time frame that they're ready to talk about it.
All right.
But you know, I think that the whole Cataclysm concept gives us this huge opportunity to go back and make a lot of changes to and enhancements to the old world, to give people reasons to go back and experience the old world areas, which are really vital to World of Warcraft.
Right.
You know, and we want players to be able to experience those areas and keep them fresh. We also know that there are new players coming in to World of Warcraft, you know, starting at level 1 that have never played before, and we've learned so much in the last 5 years about how to make the game more engaging, and we want to apply those learnings to, you know, the level 1 through 15 experience as well.
Absolutely.
You've done a lot of changes over the last year to try to make, not to dumb WoW down, but to make WoW more accessible for people that are coming in, and also to bridge that gap since they are going from 0 to 85. I mean, we're going to, obviously WoW's going to be here for a long time. I mean, have you had feedback from new players coming in, and have you been able to get active feedback from them, and what is it like for a new player starting out?
You know, it really depends on a lot of different factors.
Right.
We know that there's a lot we can do right now to improve just things like the install process, and depending on the speed of your connection. If you try to download everything, sometimes that can be a long process. We've really been working to try to improve the patch process, so you're not having to download multiple patches to get all patched up. I think that depending on which realm you start up your character can make a huge difference. If you start up your character in an area where there just aren't a lot of people playing in your starting area, the world can feel very empty. And so we've been trying to guide people, new players, to specific realms that where a lot of other new players are also starting, and so they're able to experience that with other people.
Excellent. All right, back to Twitter here for another question. This one comes from Nandeeb Jorge, and he says, any news about the unnamed MMO? How is it going?
Actually, it's going really well. It's still early in development, but we do have really some of our most talented development leadership that is already working and focused on that project. So, I mean, you can think of it as sort of the Blizzard All-Star team with years and years of MMO development experience that are totally excited and geeked up about this new idea. Unfortunately, I can't give you a whole lot more than that.
Do we know if it's in one of your existing universes, or it's a new universe, or have you guys given any details on that yet?
We've said it's in a new universe.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, that's pretty exciting, because you guys have had these 3 universes for so many years. So that's fantastic. Any timeline on when we might hear about what that universe is, or you guys would start hinting about it?
I think it's going to be a while before you hear much more about it. Right now, the focus is on StarCraft 2, Battle.net. Once we get that out, it'll ship to Diablo 3. Of course, we've got Cataclysm in full production. And so...
We're asking all the tough questions. It feels like you're on 60 Minutes here, right, Mike? All the fans want to know all these answers. But you guys are great at keeping secrets, because, I mean, no one knows anything about this team. Can they even tell their wives about what they're working on?
Well, the way we look at it, it's really not fair for us to tell people that don't work at Blizzard some of the stuff that we feel is highly confidential, because they really, they don't know what's confidential and what's not, and to put them in that position where they could potentially break news could be quite embarrassing for everyone.
Exactly. All right, Mike, well, let's take a look now at what's happening today at BlizzCon, because there's a lot of great panels that are going to be happening. Of course, we'll be covering them on DirecTV. It starts in just about 15 minutes with the Diablo 3 open Q&A panel, where fans are actually going to address the developers like Jay Wilson. Then we move on to the World of Warcraft Dungeons and Raids panel at 4 p.m. Eastern. The StarCraft 2 lore panel happens at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And I've heard a little rumor that there may be a special guest appearing on that panel. Anything you can tell us about that, Mike?
I'll confirm your rumor.
Okay, there's a rumor. We don't know who the guest is, but you guys will definitely want to tune in for that. And then, of course, later tonight, you're going to be picking up the bass to play Level 80. Elite Tauren Chieftains will be performing later on tonight. We have the StarCraft 2 gameplay panel at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then the closing ceremonies, as I referred, featuring a performance from you guys, Level 80, ETC. And then, of course, Ozzy Osbourne is going to be live on DirecTV.
That's right.
And it's phenomenal.
And I can tell you, those of us who were lucky enough to hear their sound check, Ozzy's band sounds incredible.
Yeah,
just incredible. And these are big halls, and you don't really expect the acoustics to be all that good, but I can tell you it sounded good.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, well, we can't wait to see you slapping the bass later tonight. Mike, thank you so much for coming by, and we'll see you later on today. But right now, we're going to head out to Jo Garcia, our field reporter. She's all around BlizzCon. And Jo, what have you found around the halls of the convention center?
Hey, we're here on the floor with Julian Rignall. Julian, what did you let the world know 2 days ago?
Basically, we're going to be launching the official World of Warcraft magazine. It's a huge 148-page quarterly magazine that covers everything about the World of Warcraft game.
And a lot of people are going to be wondering if Blizzard is involved in this magazine. Who exactly is involved in this project?
Basically, it's going to be produced by Future Publishing. That we produce the official Xbox magazine, the official PlayStation magazine, Nintendo Power, and this is going to be the official Warcraft magazine. So we're going to be working very, very closely with the folks at Blizzard to cover this game and all aspects of it. We'll be doing everything from strategy guides, and talking to people like, the highest end raiders, casual gamers too about how they successfully negotiate places like the new Trials dungeons and Ulduar. Going behind the scenes, talking to people who actually create the game, getting their perspectives, talking to the designers, and also showcasing some of the art in the game, which I think is really important that we